Last update on crypto, we talked about the fundamental analysis of the current market. So we talked about the presidential elections, we talked about FTS distributions, China's economy, we talked about global liquidity, and we came to estimate that Bitcoin would eventually end the year at around $82,000, lower 80s pretty much. Now, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but there's a less likelihood that Bitcoin will end the year at $82,000. So I'm afraid I was wrong. The good thing is that there's a chance that we're going to hit upper 90s, actually, that we're going to end the year with upper 90s. Now, don't get me wrong. It doesn't really mean that Bitcoin won't hit lower 80s anytime in the next 30 days. I mean, by all means, it could happen. Do I want it to happen? I kind of think so. You know why? Because the longer we consolidate, the longer the bull run, pretty much. This is actually really good. Now, it doesn't mean that if we end the year or if next week Bitcoin hits $100,000 that I'm going to be sad. I mean, come on, by all means, please make us some money, already, since we've been slowly bleeding throughout the year. It's been very painful and it's been horrible. But I think it's time. It's time for this to actually start running. Right now, Bitcoin at $91,300. You have two choices. One, you can either jump in with a very slow position, because like I said, there's a chance that it might pull back. Or you can just, if you have positions already, just let them ride, man. Just don't do anything. Don't touch them. There's no need for you to begin touching this, your current portfolio. Just let it ride. If you don't have any experience trading, just let it ride, enjoy your money. And then when you feel like it's time for you to get out, you get out. But make sure you get out. Okay, don't be ambitious. The reason why 90% actually, ever since COVID, I think that number went up, definitely. 95, 98%, I would say, of the people that actually invest in either the stock market or crypto lose money. And the reason why that happens, it's because of all the ambition. It's because you don't get out of your positions. It's because you don't minimize your losses and you're never happy. Like, you can't just be like, oh, it's at 91. Oh man, you know what? I think it's gonna go to 100. Oh, I think it's gonna go to 120. Damn, I already have $10,000. You know what? I think I'm gonna push for 12, 15, 20. Don't do that. Just just put some money in your pocket. Put some money in your accounts. Okay, don't blow up your accounts, especially on a bull run. You should be making money. This is easy trading. This is easy money right now. It was really hard a few months ago. I couldn't tell you it was easy because, I mean, look at this graph, bro. Are you serious? Look what Bitcoin has been doing for the past year. It's been slowly bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. I mean, it was about time for us to actually have, be rewarded for all of our hard work, especially you guys. If you've been studying hard and everything, it's time. So now that you're getting paid, put some money in your pocket, or not. All right, let's move on. This game here is all about probabilities. So the chances of Bitcoin continuing to get higher, the way I see it, is that there's an 80% chance that Bitcoin would either hold current levels or continue the bull run, right? 80%. So what happens there? That 20% chance that I have that I see of Bitcoin actually dropping back to the low 80s, it's the one that I take into consideration when setting up my risk reward levels. Because there's an 80% chance of Bitcoin continuing to run, and of course, I keep a very close eye on the charts. You don't just say, all right, you know what, there's 80% chance, let it go, I'll see you next year. No. All I'm saying is that look at the charts, understand what's going on, set up your levels, and see where you're going, and see and kind of, establish your levels of support. If you get in right now, then $85,000 will be a pretty good risk reward level, because if it drops to 85, then you get out. You get out if it drops at 85. I mean, don't get out completely, but reduce your positions if you're trading, right? If you're trading on a weekly basis or a daily basis. But if you're actually investing, keep the position and let it ride. Okay? So the other day somebody asked me, hey, is it too late for me to start investing? Like, what do you think? Now, this wasn't long ago. This was actually a couple of days ago. Now, here's what I said. I don't want to tell you that you're late, but I don't want to tell you that you're early either. See, think of it this way. There's a train waiting at the station with the engine on, ready to take off, and it's waiting for the last passengers. Right now, we're at phase 1 of the bull run. You have time. You have time. Get in slowly if you're going to get in. Establish your levels of support, your risk reward levels. In this case, I would say 85, lower 80s, just because there's always that chance that we can drop back down. You never know. What if there's a war comes back? What if Israel attacks again? Or what if something goes on in the Middle East? Anything is very unexpected. Anything can happen. So what you're seeing right now, this first phase of the bull run, this 30%, is just the bull stumping on the ground saying, all right, man, we're getting ready. It's going to get filthy. Now, when it comes to memes, there are a few that I'm actually very interested in. And I do have positions on. So we have Dogecoin, which came up like 140% or so increase in the past 7 days. Or actually in the past 10 days. We have Duck with Hat, 85% increase. We have Pepe, who just went up like 2x or so, reaching a $9 billion market cap, or 10 billion or so, somewhere around that ballpark. And my favorite one is Brett, with a 97% recovery. Now, the reason why I say it's my favorite one is not because of the performance. It's because right now it's number 1 meme coin on Base. And not only that, but it just hit about 1.6 or 1.7 billion dollar market cap. So this one is just destined to skyrocket. There's a very high percentage that it's going to go to the moon. And the reason why I believe so, it's because when people come into the market, they always look for the number 1 meme coin on each network, pretty much. So on Solana, they look at WIF. On Ethereum, they look at Pepe. Well, on Base Network, they're going to be looking at Brett. And again, $1.4 billion market cap has a huge potential. Now, this next list of coins are going to be, and again, in a different video, I'll go more in depth on meme coins. Right now, I just want to tell you what I like, pretty much. Very over the top. I'm not going to go too crazy with this one. But the ones that I like are Mumu, which is simply a cow. They have a very strong X account, and they have a very strong community behind it. Not only that, the most important factor is that they tend to run when their layer ones run. In this case, Solana. And they have been proving for the past few months that the developers are not going to rug you. So that's the reason why I like this coin. So we have Mumu. We have Punky. Of course, Punky is a monkey, so being 8 bar, I gotta have a position on a monkey. And another one that is very high risk is Chunky, and it's because it's a $13 million market cap. But it has a lot of potential. It's also another one that is running. Now, we gotta be careful with these low market caps because they can die at any time. So my position on this one is very, very low, but the risk reward is huge. Now, there's a celebrity coin that I have a very high conviction on. It's called Mother from Iggy Azalea. And the reason being is that Iggy, on an interview, proved to have vast knowledge on crypto. And it's very impressive because I wouldn't have expected for her to have so much knowledge on cryptocurrency. And she has been proven to understand the system, and her coin has been able to maintain. Usually these meme coins, they tend to floor the charts. I mean, they die within a couple of months, a few months or weeks. So this one has actually been proven to stay afloat. And it's because she's been working very hard to change the mindset on people about celebrity meme coins. Of course, they lost a lot of respect because they're all shit, but there's a few out there that are actually doing pretty good. Anyway, enough about memes. Let's talk about AI. I like Near Protocol. I like Render, EOS, Akash. Why? because that's what people are talking about. I'm not a techie guy. I have no idea. Even if you try to explain to me that they're, very good, they have a, great technology, and that they have very strong commitment to ethical AI standards, or they have cutting edge research technology. I don't care. I mean, I have no idea. I don't know about any of these coins. So all I'm saying is that these are the number one, not the number one. These are like in the top list when it comes to performance and market capital. They're in the top of the list for the AI narrative, and that's why I like them. Not in order, but they're there, and I like the charts. You can't just go into CoinGecko, for example, look for a narrative and say, oh, I like this five. No, you gotta like look at the charts as well. Do some technical analysis also. See if they actually ran before with previous bull markets, and if they haven't, then just look at their performance, see what they've done, and the ones that I've actually mentioned, there's a very high chance that they can hit a 5x on this next bull run. Now, there are some other ones that are higher risk. Any one protocol and neural AI, it's got great performance. It's also tied to gaming. And I'm very bullish with gaming, but not yet. And I promise you, I'm going to make another video on gaming, and I'm going to explain to you why I'm bullish on gaming, but long term. Not yet. I just don't think everybody's ready for this whole crypto gaming type of, in this whole crypto gaming world. I just don't think people are ready for that. Thank you all very much for swinging by. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. And as always, remember to trade safe. Goodbye.